Opening statement, looking forward to our weekend game versus Valley and UAPB. These are two teams that play extremely hard. Last year we went into overtime against Valley and only won by 1 point. So we know they're going to come out and play us extremely hard and be ready for us. Valley does a good job of putting pressure on teams. They do a good job in changing the defenses and playing zone and man and just, really getting after it defensively. They have some girls who can score the ball, some guards who are really athletic that we have to make sure we're prepared for. And UAPB will do the same thing, change their defenses up on us every possession down the floor, and so we have to make sure we're prepared for that. So we have our hands full going into this weekend game at Valley and UAPB.
Coach, just talk about how to keep the team focused, especially going against that Valley team who's 0-8 in SWAC play, as well as like 1-18 throughout the rest of the season.
I have to constantly remind them, the year before I came, Valley had only won one game the whole season, and that was against Jackson State. And then when we came in last season, again, here we beat Valley by 30. We went there and won in overtime by 1 point. So our players are not taking them lightly. They do understand that they're going to have to get there and play. They're going to get there and play hard. We have to execute offensively. We have to execute defensively. I don't think this is a situation where we're going to lay down just because of their record, because we know that they are a hard-working team and we are rivals, and so they're going to go extremely hard at us.
Coach, your team, as you continue to win, you continue to make history here. What is this doing for your team as far as confidence goes?
It has definitely boosted our team's confidence that we are on this winning streak, this 8-game winning streak. But we're still humble. Our players kind of go as I go, and we're never going to get too high because we have so much room to improve and so many more things to work on. But we are extremely grateful. When you start off, you don't look at setting records. You look at being the best in your classes. You look at being the best on the court. You look at leading in stats, but you don't look at making history. But they've done that, and I think they're really proud of themselves. I'm proud of them. And that gives us confidence to go into the next competition, but we don't take anyone lightly. We do understand that everybody wants to get a win against us, and so we have to make sure we prepare well for each opponent that we face, and we take one game at a time.
Coach, what are some things that you've seen from Valley that they do well, and just kind of how do you plan to attack them on Saturday?
Valley does a good job of getting up pressing teams. They'll go into a full court press, a 3/4 court press, and they also run some zone defense and man defense. When you switch up defenses like that a lot, you confuse your opponents, and so we have to make sure we practice against that type of pressure and that type of switching to make sure our girls are prepared for it. But they do a good job in their defensive schemes. They're very fundamentally sound when executing their offenses, and so we have to make sure we sit down and defend them and be ready to go full force against them.
You mentioned 7-0 in conference, 8-0 winning streak right now, but is there anything that you feel like you need to maybe stress to your team heading into this weekend's game that maybe they need to get better at, or just keep grinding what they're doing?
Yeah, we have to get better in our free throw percentage shooting. We have to get better at that. When you're talking about being a top team, you have to be able to knock down free throws. And so every day, without beating the dead horse, we try to make our players aware that we have to get better at our free throw percentage shooting. We also have to get better at taking care of the ball. I mean, every game that we've played so far, we've been averaging right at 18 turnovers. We have to be able to take care of the ball a little bit better. You talk about quality possessions. If you can take care of the ball, you give yourself an opportunity to score more baskets. And so we have to get better in those areas and continue to out-rebound teams, because rebounding plays an important part in the victory of the game.
J'Niya Tallie and Dayzsha Rogan, y'all look really alike on the floor. So the question I just wanted to ask, did you all previously know each other prior to playing here at Jackson State together?
Yeah, we knew each other. We played against each other in high school. She played at Ripley, I played at Ashland, and we always been, rivalry schools or whatever, but we always had a good bond and relationship. So we knew we had a good, strong bond before she got here.
Do you two think y'all look alike?
I guess a lot of people say we do, so yeah, I guess so.
So talk about you all's feelings about the season right now. How are y'all feeling with the team's success so far?
Well, I know we undefeated in conference, but we just really humble, and we don't look at our record. When we go into a game, we just say we 0-0. We just got to go and get this win. We don't look at what we did in the past, because the past don't determine what we're going to do today. So we just stay focused, stay humble, and try to get one game at a time.
Have you guys felt like as you continue this this winning streak that teams are starting to play you guys a little tougher?
Yes. We have a big target on our back, and we know we're going to get everybody best competition, everybody best ball. So we just go in, stick with the game plan, trust coach and our teammates, and just go in and try to get the win.
And what game did that really change for you guys, where you guys start to see that pressure?
I don't know. Prairie View, yeah, definitely. Prairie View game, we saw that we can't take anyone lightly, and we just got to stick and dig down until the clock says 0.
Dayzsha, let's talk about your toughness as a player here at Jackson State. Just talk about your mindset before each and every game.
Well, I know that mentally I have to be tough every game. So going into every game, I think about my mentality. I think about defense, because that's what I'm best at. And I know if I get going defensively, then I'll be better offensively.
Last question for you two. So who's the best one-on-one?
I don't know now. Listen, my defense, she ain't scoring on me, but shoot, I don't know.
Me. I'm
No,
better.
no, that ain't right.
Well, I have to come in and tell you. Let me come in and tell you. Practice when we first started was so exciting when we started in July, because they were going at it. And she became a different animal on the floor going against her pressure. And because we all saw her play last year, and we know she started for me and she did well, but now she's scoring she's shooting 3-pointers and scoring them. She's getting to the basket. She's rebounding the ball. She had 6 rebounds in one game, and I think that she makes her better. She makes her better. And when she get into her head, she gets mad and she comes back and get into hers. And they are just like right there with each other. And I'm telling you, it's really good. They make recruiting for me tough, because I don't want to bring in anybody who's not at their speed, who's not at their pace. And because they bring so much excitement just to the floor in practice. And so they push each other. And you see she's leading us right now, and she's doing a good job. And she's doing a good job when Lucky get in foul trouble. She comes in and keep the thing going smooth for her. So they push each other. And so I don't think it's a winner. I think it's a greatness right now, to see them go against each other.
Coach, do you ever get confused with either one of them? This kind of the same height?
On the court the other night, I subbed her out, and she was playing defense, and I said, "Come on, Rogan!" And I said, "Oh, Rogan on the bench." And so I did get a little confused, and so people look at me like I'm crazy. But like you said, they resemble each other so much. They're so quick, and they're so aggressive and so intense. And they are like mini me's on the floor. And because I'm aggressive and I'm intense, and so they are definitely me. I get them confused sometimes.
How do you tell them different, the color of the headbands?
Well, one side you kind of look in, you can tell she's long. Her arms touch her calf if she stands straight up. Her fingers, that's long. She's stocky. She's big, and she's gonna body you. She'll body you a little bit more than this one. Mm-hmm. But you can tell them apart.
Dayzsha, do anybody say that you guys resemble other than what we're saying today?
Yes. Every day, like when I'm going to class, people come to me, they be like, "Hey, J'Niya, hey, J baby." I'm like, that's not me. Like, they get us confused all the time. Sometimes they don't even look at my face, they just look at my body. They be like, "Hey." I'm like, I don't even know who these people are. But yes, everybody gets us confused. Even in high school, they used to ask me, are we twins or sisters?